Anybody? Putting you on the spot. Come on, man. Heather, what are we
Going
got?
into it, just where's Vaughn and how has he responded coming back? And now what? 2 weeks back?
Yeah, I guess 2 weeks back. Yeah, he's responding well. I don't think he had the game he wanted to have the other night. He made some good plays, some good catches, but just the fine details weren't there like he had when he was coming off that injury, going into that injury right before it. So really have worked hard on those details with him this week. So he's coming back.
Have you seen that injury affect his speed, his burst at all?
A little bit, but it's getting better every week. It's a treatment thing. It's still not absolutely 1,000%, but he's close. So I've seen it get a lot better than it was last week, even this week. So he's almost right there. Mm-hmm.
Coach Jones mentioned Monday that Josh will start running this week. Obviously, we haven't seen him out there, but has he started that progress?
Yep, he has. He's starting that progress. So every day is a little bit more and a little bit more. So, we'll see. What I don't want to do is ever push him too much, and then we go backwards again. So I want him to be healthy and full speed, and his health is the most important thing. So he's progressing, slow but sure.
Where's Marquez, I guess, maybe mentally? Is he frustrated at all that he hasn't maybe made as many impact plays as some people predicted? Or kind of just how would you assess him?
The one thing I can tell you about Marquez is he really, honestly, truly doesn't believe doesn't care what anyone thinks. He just cares what he thinks and how he plays and how his teammates think of him. We had that talk, and he would like to have that one play back. He also made some nice plays the other night. He had a big-time catch and got bent over the middle and came down with it. But everyone always wants to talk about the one he didn't make, and he's made some great catches, and he'll make some great catches. He's frustrated he didn't come down with that one. So, but he doesn't say a word. All he does is come out and work his tail off. He really, honestly, doesn't even. His mind isn't wrapped around what anyone thinks. That's kind of what I like about him.
Where's Jason Croom falling in the shuffle? Sometimes we'll see him a lot, and then we won't see him at all.
You know what, Heather? Yeah, it's not a matchup. It's all rotation. It's all kind of, I base off how many guys. If we had a 8-play series, I have an idea when I'm looking out there. If Marquez just ran 3 deep balls, or I can tell he's a little bit winded, then Jason goes in, and vice versa. And that's kind of how I rotate. There's really not, hey, Marquez is going to play this many snaps, Jason's going to play this. It's really based off how I feel the game is progressing, how long those series are. And that's kind of how I do it. So really, there's no, rhyme or rhythm, unless there's certain plays that are called for those guys.
Alabama secondary, we hear a lot about Landon Collins.
Yeah.
What else do they have back there? What have you seen from them?
Oh my gosh, they're good secondary. Landon Collins, I thought last year was just one heck of a football player. Ever since he was young and on special teams, he has tremendous instincts, things you can't teach. He has it. He's got the it factor. So got a lot of respect for him. He plays all over the place, so you know is smart. Cyrus is a great corner, strong, physical corner. Tony Brown's fast. Eddie Jackson got great ball skills. We actually recruited him as a wideout. That's what he played in high school. So got a lot of respect for those guys, and they're very well coached. They've been in that system forever, so it's kind of like plug the next guy in, and they keep going with the same stuff. So a lot of respect for them.
With more shakeup on the offensive line now, what kind of pressure does it put on your unit?
Sure.
What are you preaching to those guys this week about helping out?
Yeah, well, I've been doing that all year. We knew we had a young offensive line and some guys with not a lot of experience, so we're going to go out and try and make up for that a little bit on the perimeter. And I think at times we've had, and at times we haven't, and it showed up. So sometimes, with that, maybe an experience, some things get magnified. Maybe a drop gets magnified that maybe normally might get lost in the shuffle, because you're never going to play a perfect game everywhere. So we just try and do our job and help out. And I know one thing, that offensive line's got a lot of pride. They're working their tail off, we're going out there and blocking, and Coach Mahoney likes to show us on the perimeter blocking to help them on those run plays. That's the other thing. They might sneak for 6. If we do our job, they might sneak for 60. So that's the other part of it that people don't see.